Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Second down after that previous play. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Tailback with another carry. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to throw it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping, and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. Come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff taken following the right tackle.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Pitches to the back. And they'll drag him down behind the line. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Down he goes. A sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
And sack sets up an important third down. From the shotgun, drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the single back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Tough spot here. 2nd and long from their 19. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense going with the 3-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Gets made on the out route. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. This is the 6th play on the drive. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Oh, the ball comes loose. Touchdown, UNLV. The quarterback just takes it in himself.
But you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, on the spread has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. They'll run it here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like Boston College will have the first down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Running out of time in the pocket. The ball is loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
UNLV 14, Boston College 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Sack sets up second down. And now they'll run it on the draw. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. Big gain. Catch made at the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Morris. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first.
Touchdown, Rebels. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles, and when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. With the catch, it's Payne. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. They get the completion. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. This Boston College offense is quickly moving down the field.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Pass complete on the crosser. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Boston College quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Going to try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making a tackle short of the 1st down.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Here's the option play. He's past the marker and still going. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. The back's got it. A change of direction. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
The offense really clicking here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day.
Touchdown, UNLV. Still no answer for this offense.
And this quarterback is everything you're looking for when it comes to executing the option play. He's got speed, he has instincts, has a great feel at the mesh point, and seems to make this defense pay for it every single time they call.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Boston College offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. So second down after the incompletion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Patterns now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Running with purpose. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Runs through the defender. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
He'll hand it off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And it's a bunch formation. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Important second down play coming up. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Using his legs, it's Morris. Powering through. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender. My goodness. We knew that tackling was going to be a huge factor today, Kirk. They don't bring him down, and the result is a big gain.
Yeah, where's the form tackling? I know it's a lost art in today's game. Sometimes these guys just come in with their shoulders and just try to bring you down with power and speed. But they've got to do a much better job if they have any chance of slowing this back down or trying to use their arms to pull him down.
Makes the catch downfield. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. Man, bad call, backfires. Now they get a tough decision here on 4th down. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. They'll try a pass here. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Handoff from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Football comes out, and the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Snags a quick throw. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. So the head coach will accept the penalty, and the offense will move back a little bit. First down and 10. They'll run it to the left. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
He's running out of time here. He lets it go on the move. And he's got it. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And they get him down after the completion. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This would be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. He missed it. That miss leaves us with a 21-point game.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. They bring him down after a short gain there. Boston College quickly to the line of scrimmage. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They get him down, but that's a solid game. With a successful formation, it's third down. There's the handoff. Finding some room with the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
This Boston College offense is quickly moving down the field. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Here we go on fourth down. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. The offense with poor field position, backed up inside their own 10. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Finding space at the 20. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
And they'll use the ground game here. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Quarterback still with the football. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
Going after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Short loss on the play, sets up second and long from the 18. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there, good effort. Now it's third down. Not going to be easy here, backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Time is running out, they'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
How about the defense today. They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a strong stiff arm. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.